What's going on, guys? Um, I don't know if you guys can hear me good or not. Oh man, can you guys hear me good? I just want to make sure. I want to come on here and talk about something that happened a few days ago with some people. Is audio good? I want to talk about something that happened a few days ago with a few people that I came across. Hey, how you doing, studio? Um, Just want to make sure audio's good, man. Stephen Tucker, what's going on? So you guys can see, I got my shirts. Oh yeah. Driving's not a joke. Boy got 115 years in prison. I don't know what to say about the guy. They got 115 years. I mean, what's going on? Trucker Rob, what's going on? Crespo. So this video is going to be about you. If you don't want to help yourself, nobody's going to be able to help you. But if you want to help yourself, you're the only person that can help you. Saludos de Junior desde las carreteras por ti, soy truck driver. Live in full effect. My truck adventure was going on. Wombats. So, let me tell you a story about a few guys. All right. And then I'm going to answer questions. So, two people reached out to me. First person reached out to me because I met him at the terminal. Um, and we exchanged numbers, and I exchanged numbers with people from time to time. He reached out to me saying he needed some help with the trainer. The trainer's not good. Um, and I advised them to do certain things. I said, do this, do that. Tiny House Dreaming, how you doing? I said, do this, do that. This is what needs to be done. Right? I mean, that's all I could do. You came up to me. You reached out to me. I told you what to do. So I'm going to give it a few days, follow up. Then another driver seen one of my drivers at a truck stop. And he went out there, talked to him, and then the driver reached out to me. I can't remember what state he was in. Anyways, I spoke to the driver. I told the driver what needed to be done. I said, this is what you need to do. I gave him some emails. Um, he did reach out to the correct people, to the right people, which is Steve Tassin and Chris Martin. Those two guys are the guys in charge of the TNT trainers. Stan Kastersky is in charge of the PSD trainers. So I gave him the emails. I said, reach out to Chris Martin and Steve Tassin. He did. Issue was resolved. The issue was resolved. He's back at the terminal. He's getting another trainer. Again, if you reach out to somebody and that somebody helps you, points you in the direction you need to go, the people you need to talk to, do it. I mean, I followed up with the other person. After this second person reached out to me, I followed up with the first one. I said, so what's up, man? Did you reach out to the right people? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. You know, He wasn't sure. He was second guessing himself. But yet he was telling me that the trainer wasn't good. From the story he told me, I told him to reach out. I felt like he didn't want to. He didn't want to reach out. Again, guys, how can you sit there, tell somebody the trainer's bad, but you don't want to speak up? I mean, I know it can be hard, but if your life is on the line, if your life is at risk, I don't see where there should be any doubt about what needs to be done. Why? If my life is at risk and I tell, hey, Joey, I need help with this, man. My trainer's not teaching me. He's very dangerous. I cannot sleep at night. I can't even drive a full shift because I can't sleep at night. Oh, okay, Joey, you want me to do this? Yeah, I don't know, Joey. I don't know if I want to do that, man. I mean, he's dangerous. How can you sit and tell Joey you don't want to follow through with telling the right people that you don't have a good trainer, but yet you want to sit here and tell me that the trainer's dangerous? I don't get it. Makes no sense. If you don't reach out to the people for help, you're not going to get help. But when people do reach back and point you in the right direction, and you don't help yourself, that's it. Nobody's going to be able to do it. I cannot force you to do something you don't want to do. But you have to think about your life, the people around you. You know, and I didn't want to bring this up, but let's use this guy that just got 110 years. So this guy got 110 years. Why do you think he got 110 years? Wasn't probably trained. He was ready to go. He finished his miles. He's ready to make money, regardless of the trainer he had. He didn't want to speak up and say he didn't have a good trainer. His buddies in his class was ready to upgrade, so he figured that he had to be up to par with his buddies and be upgraded. These is some of the things that you have to think about, guys, before upgrading. Are you ready? Why finish the mile so quick? Oh, 30,000 can go by so quick it's not even funny. But are you ready? I know people out there that finish training and don't even know how to slide tandems. So, all I'm saying, guys, help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. If you reach out to me and I point you in the right direction, I expect you to do something. That's all I'm going to say to that. Yeah. Let me read some of the questions, guys. Oh, man. How you doing, Sean Landers? Salud desde East LA, Francisco. Mo Trucking Journey. Hey there, Junior. Love your content. Thanks for the great info. Yes. Corey, as I've said in the past, we can't fix an issue if we don't know you're having one. Speak up. Properly being trained is so vital with what we do. People think it's not. I mean, people think it's, let me finish my miles. Let me suck it up. I'm just going to deal with the trainer, even though my life is in danger. even though I can't drive a full shift. You know, no. I mean, why? Why? Saludos, mi hermano, desde Salt Lake City, Utah. ¿Cuál es tu opinión con esa sentencia de 110 años? El flaco trailero. I mean, ¿qué piensa usted, flaco trailero? ¿Qué piensa usted? What's up, man? What's Slick and Devious? Cool Shade, what's up, man? How is Al doing? He's doing good. He's doing good. JM, it might be because they think the trainer has more authority over them and they think they have to let the trainer do whatever. False. Some people need to take the training as serious as their lives. JM, 110 years is nothing to play with. I'm telling you, man, 110 years is nothing to play with. My truck convention says, I can say a lot, but since I drove myself, always put myself in the trainer's position and not the type of jeopardize other people. Feel like my trainers need to show more appreciation. Well, if the trainer's not showing more appreciation, who needs to do it? You. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to look out for you but you. Does Prime main business in to sell the truck rather than have better trainers? Oscar Lopez. But see, that's the thing. It's not about Prime. Prime is this big company that's got these trainers training. We're going to qualify these trainers to train. The people below the trainers, which is the students, are the ones that need to say something so that Prime knows if the people they qualified to become a trainer are good or not. So why did he get the sentence? I mean, he killed some people, man. I seen Prime in Cali. That's what's up, man. CDL drivers are treated as professional drivers according to the law. JM, you're absolutely right. You're no average Joe. Everybody that has a Class E, regular car license, that's your average Joe. If you have a CDL, you're a professional driver. If you're a professional driver, you can't have the mindset of a regular driver. That's what people don't understand, and I don't know why. Therefore, they will be held accountable for their actions when incidents happen because they should know better. Yes. Truck a Little Debbie, how you doing? Roll Tide. I was taught that what I was being taught has to be passed down. Don't keep secrets, help out. Great to see you again, June. Merry Christmas. Yes. Cool Shades, for real, bro. Some of those trainers is to blame. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. They're to blame, but who is to speak up and say something? The student. El Flaco Trailero, in February things are going to change a bit for people going for the CDL. Man, Corey says this is training issue in the industry wide, not just Prime. It's just a bigger issue of the system transport. Hence, when I try to do my part on change other better. Oh my God, PE64. I appreciate the super chat, man. I can't thank you enough. Truckers never get the respect they deserve. Dinner's on me, brother. God bless you and other truckers on the road. Stay safe and keep the content coming, brother. PE64. I really appreciate that super chat, man. Thank you very much. And yes, I can definitely relate to that. We deal with some of these shippers and receivers don't care for our time. Facts. OTC, Junior, can you explain what's going on? What's going to be different after February 7th for the people trying to get their CDL? I'm not going to be able to explain that because I don't even know that myself. But what's going to change is one of many things that has to change. How many years do I need a license to be clear without tickets to start driving license trucking and qualify? You'd have to get with the recruiter at that point. Fill out the application, get with the recruiter, and then they'll go from there. John Connolly says, why do they want to make it easier to get a CDL and not need more training for better safety on the roads? But again, guys, if a company, your friend, your mama and pop company is going to train you in 1 week, and they say, here you go, here are the keys to your truck. It's your responsibility to speak up and say, I'm not ready. But if you're the type that is going to be okay with, oh yeah, I'm ready because I want to make money. My friend on YouTube says I'm going to make millions a week. Yeah, he said that. So it must be true. How do I log into this Qualcomm? What are my axle weights? But you're ready to go, right? You're done with training. You're ready to go. I mean, think about this, guys. Think about this. I know people in training that only go out for about a week or 2 weeks and they're on their own. It's not enough. And I've always said this. It's not about the miles. It's about the knowledge. You can have 100,000 miles under your belt and not know how to do lickety squat. So I want to get my license by the end of 2022. Loopy, that's good. Happy holidays, Junior. Thank you, Cali Trucking. I've done everything my trainers would expect from me. Drive full shifts, not take 30-minute break till after 6 hours, 7 hours. Know how to deal with the shippers and receivers, fuel scales, and send macros, etc. Sending the macros is a crucial thing. I know people don't even know how to do a pickup inspection report, drop trailer inspection report. How do I reach out to dispatch? Dispatch. I mean, my God, let me stop. Viva el Real España, Roger. Have you ever used one of those emergency exits, and is it true that they break the truck if you use them, bro? JM, I've never used the exit ramp, runaway ramp, they call it, but at that point, I wouldn't really care what happens to the truck. Because one, my life is going to be spared. Nobody else is going to get killed in the process. Because there was an error on the equipment. But it's my responsibility to realize I need to do something quick. That's all I'm going to say to that. Yeah, in return, trainers show the appreciation makes me feel like my kindness is being taken for weakness. Not true. It all depends, Truck Adventure. Just enrolled into a vocational school starting next month. The program is 4 months long. Cali Trucking, that's what's up, man. I know it's training, but still, I'm out here to have a good time as well. You can have a good day and bad days, but every day shouldn't be a bad one. Local over the road. Roger, that's over to you, man. What do you want to do? But Junior, how would a student know if he is not being, if he's not been getting the right or properly training when he doesn't have a clue of what whole training is? Good point, Cool Shade. Good point. If you don't have a clue, I think the first clue would be you go 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And you still haven't backed up at a truck stop. You still haven't backed up at a shipper or receiver. Wouldn't that be a clue? You only drive at nights. Wouldn't that be a clue? You don't know who your dispatcher is. Wouldn't that be a clue? You don't touch the Qualcomm. Wouldn't that be a clue? There's so many things. So many things that could happen that you would know it's a clue you're not being properly trained. So many things. Oh, my trainer is asking me for my PIN. Should I give it to him? My login PIN, so he can go in and modify my hours. Why is he doing that? Why aren't you doing that? And if there's questions, reach out to people. Network. Somebody will know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody and point you in the right direction. But How do you know this? If you don't ask. We send guys with 6 months experience out for a minimum of 2 weeks. New drivers are a minimum of 5 weeks, but can easily extend beyond that point if they aren't grasping what's being taught. Yes, with a trainer that is. Yes, whatever, Junior. We all know you miss training people on a 10 speed. El flaco trailero, I can miss it, but nobody wants to do it because automatic is the new thing right now. Oscar López, Junior, solo los verdaderos troqueros manejan manual transmission, los demás. Esa es opinión suya, Oscar. O sea, you know, Marlene, is it true that if you have to use the truck runaway ramp, it costs $2,500? It can cost $10,000. Let's say the runaway ramp costs $10,000. If I'm going down a mountain and my brakes are faulty, they go bad for whatever reason, or it was a negligence in my part that the brakes went bad, $10,000 is nothing. I think your life is worth more than $10,000. If anything, priceless. But $10,000 will be nothing compared to the years I'm going to live to see my kids grow up. $10,000 is nothing. So $2,500 fine for a runaway ramp? I didn't even know there was a fine. But if there is, it shouldn't even be a question. Because it's either you use the runaway ramp or you kill people. What do you choose? Why is it even a question? Junior, my brother, you are right. Many companies throw in keys left and right, Junior. On a female group I was watching the other day, I don't even have CDL driving 18-wheeler. She was bragging. Oh my God. See? Truck Adventure says true. Jamar says my trainer was in it for the money only. Didn't let me back or use the Qualcomm. I had to learn the ropes on my own. Why does that even have to happen? Why? God forbid something happens when you're on your own. What are you going to say? My trainer was bad. My trainer didn't teach me nothing. Who knew that? Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Because you didn't say nothing. And if you don't say nothing, how can they fix it? Man, I'm telling you guys, I know people out here who doesn't touch the Qualcomm. People don't know who the trainer is. People don't back up truck stops or shippers or receivers. People don't know how to fill out a trip sheet. People don't know how to certify the hours. People don't know how to slide tandems. People don't know how to use a cat scale. But they're on their own. They're on their own. Marlene, only if you have an emergency, you won't pay any fines, but you will have to pay for the towing the truck. But man, that's nothing. You're live. You are alive. You are alive. You get to see another day. I don't know, man. I don't know what people think sometimes. 23, looking to getting into the truck driving. Do you recommend getting my CDL with an organization out of a company or to get a company to train me? I personally would tell you to go to a company that's going to give you the on-the-job training. So, as opposed to going to a private school, paying out of pocket, where they're going to speed up the process and get you your license, and then what? It's like me going to get my pilot license. Cool, I got it. But I don't feel capable of flying a plane. Am I going to fly one? No. I need more training. So I just paid this dude $10,000 to get my pilot's license. He didn't teach me nothing, but I'm ready to go. I am certified to fly a plane. Do you think I'm going to go fly a plane? No, I'm not. I need more training. How soon do you think these robot trucks are going to take over? We'll be dead before they do, man. Hayden says Swift for sure, etc. Automatic or gearbox? What's the most crucial when training? Backing, docking, or what is the most important thing? The most important thing is keeping the truck in the lane, being alert of your surroundings, getting the adequate sleep to be able to drive your shift. Because if you don't get the proper sleep, you will not go 30 minutes before you, oh my God, I'm tired, this and that. Sleep. And then backing, dealing with shippers and receivers and so on. For sure, I definitely will use it if I need be. I heard the cost is not important to look at what happened to the young man. 110 years, very sad. He said he reached out to the company, no help. So, Marlene, he reached out to the company as far as what? Can you please elaborate on that? Because I know what you're going to say, but I want you to say it. Hayden, Go Company is good and you'll be paid. Blackbird, what's going on, man? Corey, and people not getting trained on installation of the tire chains. The amount of people I've taught, as well as those who said screw it and ended up spun on the hill, is insane. I agree. I would definitely recommend training with a mega carrier. I'll go to Prime in 2 weeks. That's what's up, Ricardo. Welcome, Ricardo. Thanks. Roger says, gracias, que Dios te bendiga, brother. Muchas gracias, mi hermano. Que viva la España. ¿Qué dijo? Real España, Real España. So, can somebody elaborate on what Marlene said, I think? Was that Marlene? Yes. So, Marlene was saying, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Marlene was saying that he reached out to the company because I heard maybe he had faulty equipment already, right off the rip. He knew that the equipment wasn't good. Okay, so my first trainer was the coolest. Unfortunately, I had some personal issues to attend to, but the previous two were all about the money, no intentions of building an actual relationship, which is important. So Marlene was saying, especially living in the same space for a long time, Marlene was saying he reached out to the company because he had faulty equipment right off the rip. But if you have faulty equipment and you choose to ride with that faulty equipment, who's the fault? The company or you? Think about that. Think about that. And my kids were asking me about this earlier today. Like, Papi, you know, what happened? And I said, baby, look, if I ask you to go make an errand, run an errand, and you know that vehicle you're about to make the errand in, the steering wheel is faulty. The steering wheel is loose. The steering wheel is bad. And you continue to drive and run that errand. And something happens. Who's at fault? Is it you? Or is it me because I told you to run that errand? Think about it. Is it me that's at fault? Or you because you chose to continue to drive that vehicle knowing it was faulty, knowing it wasn't good, knowing it had an issue? Who's at fault? You or me? We'll have to say you are at fault. You're at fault. Because you should have came back and told me. And if you tell me and I choose to do nothing about it, you don't drive that vehicle at all. Because you're not going to jeopardize your life or the people around you. How is it both, Truck and Venture? How is it both? Can you please explain that to me? So let me go back and read some of these questions. Some of the comments, I should say. Asking what he should do. I don't understand why he passed the runaway stop. Marlene, I don't know either. I have no idea why he chose to not use the runaway ramp. I don't know. Shouldn't have. Communication and paying attention to what you are doing is crucial in this industry. People need to understand that nothing is easy, but if you commit yourself with all your heart, anything is possible. Flaco Trailero, you're right. Wasn't he green though? The Raider, if he was green, what is he doing on the mountains if he doesn't have the proper training? Ruben Antonio Jr., estos rookies en Honduras no manejarían aquí todo ese downhill y overweight. Exacto, Ruben. Exacto. Y es que la gente piensa que esto es un juego. Y esto no es un juego. This is no game. You have a CDL, you're a professional driver. You're in a different category. Right off the rip, you're in a different category. And hopefully Junior will be my trainer. Ricardo Figueroa Ortiz. Junior, you're awesome. Tony, appreciate that. Who sent me that super chat? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm coming to it. Good question. Pre-trips are important. Yes. I'm going to DV tomorrow for my combination test exam to upgrade to an A class. I'm looking forward to pass and join the trucking business. Yes, sir. NBA. Never broke again. The runners also mafioso. Hayden Shores. Appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the super chat, Hayden. So did he know? The Raider, from what I understand, he knew. But even if he didn't know, what are you doing? I'm not properly trained. I'm not going to drive something I don't know how to properly use. The knowledge that I have gained over the past 16 years from other drivers is invaluable. Most of everything we learn and build our toolbox with based on asking questions and being humble. Yes, Brian, you're right. Pre-trips every day and several times a day, the better. Yes. Yeah, speaking on faulty equipment, there was a guy that got 110 years. His brakes malfunctioned on the interstate in Colorado. He crashed and killed 5 people. Blackbird, that's what we're talking about, man. And yeah, the carrier should be up to date with the equipment. I understand my truck adventure. The company should be up to date with the trucking equipment. But if they're not up to date, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to drive that equipment? Or are you going to say, no, give me a different truck. Give me a different vehicle. Give me a different equipment. I mean, you have a choice. Drivers simply don't want to help one another these days. Metal sharpens metal. We have to become stronger as the industry together, or we will never gain the strength and respect we once had. Yes. Exactly, Salvador. Speak up. Trucker Little Debbie says, Marlene, yes, he did reach out, and the media is not saying facts. He was on his phone watching videos and going down mountains. I will say 2 things. I am heartbroken for all the people killed families. Likewise, I feel the same way. No es un juego. Exactly, Ricardo. Esto no es un juego, pero mucha gente piensa de que van a venir, van a terminar entrenamiento en 2 días, 1 semana, 2 semanas. No saben retroceder, no saben mover los ejes, no saben distribuir el peso, no saben hacer muchas cosas, pero ¿por qué lo hacen? Ah, no, porque mi amigo me dijo de que ya podía hacer dinero. Yo estoy listo. Él me entrenó 1 semana y yo estoy listo. Esto no es un juego, mi hermano. Mire ese muchacho, mató 4 personas. In February, there will be new training requirements nationwide for the entry-level drivers. Hopefully that will change things. I-70 is dangerous. Nothing is dangerous. It's only dangerous if you allow it to be dangerous. It's actually prohibited for rookies with less than 1 year to travel through the year at Stevens, I believe. Second, his family, Little Debbie says, bro, you know how thirsty these companies are. They don't care about the drivers. This dude just wanted a job. It's the company that need to make sure these dudes know what they're doing. in my opinion. The Raider, good point. Good point. And I'm going to say that you're partly right. Partially right. But at the end of the day, who is the professional driver? Man, we can sit here and point fingers. But at the end of the day, we have a decision. We got to make that call. What do we do? I don't know. What do we do? We don't just think about the moment. We got to think, what if? If this happens, am I prepared? No. So there's a lot of questions. Jose, why, man, come on, man. Exactly. But what if the driver doesn't notice? Like you said, he wasn't experienced and wasn't properly trained. Reason why I say both should be at fault. Yeah, but if he's not properly trained, he should know that, man. Come on, bro. Brandy Rao Canal Seco, come to see it, Junior, aquí en Honduras. ¿Dónde? Canal Seco. Ruben, Antonio, Canal Seco, ¿dónde es, mi hermano? As I always say, drive with fear. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Give me 1 second. Mar. So, again, guys. Oh, look at the shirts, guys. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man, I think both will be at fault, just like the guy that pulled the trigger and the one who planned it. Yes. Yeah. But that's a little different, Jose. I understand what you're saying. Trucking is not dangerous. It's as dangerous as you let it be. Palabras sabias y con luz. Muy cierto, Ricardo. Muy cierto. I'm a proud prime driver. They made me drive the 30,000, made me. But I drove 40,000, my choice. Love Prime. Yes. Drive like it's your family and the cars around you. Exactly, Blackbird. Saludo from California. What's going on, Vic Med? What is going on? Johnny on the flip side. I hear crickets in the background. I'm at home. Oh, man. Canal Seco, entre Comayagua y el... A ver, let me see. Entre Comayagua y el departamento de Valle. Maybe cuando vaya a Honduras voy a ir a ver ahí, men. Porque en Honduras hay bastantes accidentes sobre las curvas y la montaña y todo eso, y que no bajan cambio y que no sé qué. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here to kind of tell you guys to speak up, man. J-Dog, what's going on? The real question is, why didn't he take the runaway ramp? Exactly, my trucking venture. Exactly. But yet people are saying that 110 years is not correct, not right, not legit. He chose not to take the runaway ramp. He chose to kill them people. It's my opinion. Junior, I was sent to Cali after 1 month. You're not lying. I wasn't ready for the mountains. It was the scariest ever. Let me tell you something. If you've never had your drive tires smoke, you've never been more scared in your life. I had a student one time. We were going down, I think it's 84 Cabbage Pass. Is that the Cabbage Pass? Is that where that on 84, that mountain, you come down and there's a casino at the bottom in Oregon? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Am I saying that right? Is that the right mountain? What up, Junior? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Yes, Juan Rodriguez. Thank you very much. I think he panicked. I understand that he panicked. Don't get me wrong. But man, let me stop. He probably don't know WTF a runaway ramp is. I'm telling you, these companies don't be checking boxes on these drivers' experience level. But the Raider, I understand what you're saying. But if you ask questions because you really want to learn this job and you don't get answers, what is the next thing you need to do? Speak up. I'm not being properly trained. Protect your license. The wise words of Travis Kennedy. Protect your license. Much respect for you, Junior. I tell all new drivers to check your channel for help. Lord knows you helped me many times. Thank you, Truck Little Debbie. Yes, Cabbage. So, yes, my student, this is on a 10-speed manual. I'll never forget that day. My student woke me up. He failed to downshift. Not he didn't know. He failed to downshift. I'll never forget. He woke me and he said, Junior. Immediately I jumped up. I was like, what's up, man? Oh, man, what's going on? I'm looking out the mirrors. I'm like, bro, what happened? He said, oh, man, I forgot the downshift, man. I didn't downshift properly. And work. This thing is a smoking. I was like, oh my God, bro. I said, all right. So I walked him through it. Obviously, he was panicking. And I walked him through it and I said, all right, we're going to hard brake because I knew they weren't crystallized. Once the brakes crystallize, you're done. You're done. So I knew it just started. So I said, hit hard brake. We're going to downshift. Come on, bro. Downshift. So boom. All right. So I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, these things are smoking. I'm not showing that I'm panicking either. I'm cool, calm, and collect. But deep down inside, I was like, oh my God, what the heck is he doing? I was like, oh my God, these brakes are smoking. Oh my God. I was like, all right, so let's downshift again. Boom. So we got it to the gear that we needed to be in to be safe, to where all we were doing is engine brake, no stab braking. We get to the bottom just before the casino. So we stop, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God. Everybody that's driving by, all I can think about is like, these guys are going to smoke me when they see me on YouTube. They're going to be like, oh my God, I seen you over there. Because obviously the age and stuff and whatnot. And I was like, so I said, what happened, man? Oh, man, my bad, man. I forgot the downshift. I messed up. And by the time I realized I messed up, I was already smoking and I didn't know what to do. So I woke you up. Yeah. Matter of seconds. This thing was like smoking. So we stopped, got it checked out. All I could hear, you ever put bacon on a fryer, on a skillet? That's what it sounded like. It was. Oh my God. I looked on there, they weren't lit, nothing. It was just boiling. And the danger with that is some of these brakes get so hot, the drum and the brakes work. When that happens, you have to get all drums and all brakes replaced. Yes, it didn't happen to us. It was just smoke. He woke me up, immediately assessed the situation, got it under control. We were good. But it was crazy. I'll never forget that. Hey, bro, do you think Prime would hire me if I have like 20 points up? I think 12 points is the max, bro. 12 points, you don't have a license. Your license is suspended. Jamar says, yes. The Raider, I was just thinking the same thing. Truck conventions, when the cases get brought to the media public, it makes it look different, especially with the other stuff going on at the moment. I'm the one to say, but yeah, I feel like being the circumstances he's treated too roughly, but should still be sentenced. We don't know the facts. But the one thing I do know, he failed to get off the runaway ramp. That's all I'm going to say to that. If you train with a company and they telling you you're ready to hit the road, can you refuse and go and not? Can you refuse not to or to? Please give some insight on it. Yes. If they tell you ready and you're not ready, that's what I'm saying. Cool Shade, speak up. Say you're not ready. But that should have been done from the beginning when you were asking your trainer questions and he didn't know what to answer. I am a trainer. I'm a company. Some of these guys don't even know how to move tandems, bro. They even send them down to the grapevine. It's crazy out here. You see what I'm saying, the Raider? So is he at fault, Vic Metz? Vic Metz says, so is he at fault? I personally don't think so. 1 year experience, I just don't think he had enough experience. My first time going down the same hill, I was grappling on myself. I took the hill. Vic Med, ask yourself. If you're going down the hill, no type of control of the truck, 1 year experience, and you pass 2 runaway ramps, why is the fault even a question? I'm just asking. I'm asking questions. But then again, it's a big example for the rest of the industry, new drivers coming in. Yes. Gabriel, I hope you and your family have a great Christmas and Happy New Year's. Thank you. It's not a joke. I took that hill at 25 per hour and everyone was honking at me and I was scared as hell, 22 years old. Vic Med, that's a good example of the video I did with Ronnie. Laramie, the Lincoln Monument. If you go back, look at that video. Student going down to 6% grade. We're coming up to the top of the hill. I said, Rodney, go ahead and downshift it. Be ready to go into gear. Let's get it down to 8th. I believe. I can't remember what I said. And we were starting to go down, and Rodney failed to downshift. And I said, Rodney, get it in, my man. Come on, bro. Get it in. Get it in gear. So I had to grab the shifter and put it in gear. We got the thing under control. And you can see other trucks passing. I always said, you can go down the hill slow many times. Fast, 1 time. Maybe 2. I don't know. That's a risk you're willing to take, then take it. You're a good trainer, J-Dog. Appreciate that, man. That was probably got Steven. No, that wasn't Steven. Oscar, that was not Steven. We didn't even make it that far with Steven. Them gray hairs, rightfully deserved. Man, if you guys go back and watch my other videos, I didn't have all this gray for sure. The driver said he didn't see the emergency exit because he was so nervous and was thinking about just taking the truck out the bridge that was ahead. Why didn't he? Why didn't he take the bridge? What's up, Junior? I'm in Springfield right now. Can you train me? Kendall, I cannot train you right now. Sorry, man. That's what happened to me, but I was by myself with doubles. I seen Jesus that day. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had a guy tell me one time, what's the scale? Oh my God, man. Let me tell you, bro. Local guy in LA, for example, don't have to deal with the scales or runaway ramps. OTR and local are 2 different worlds. These drivers find out too late. Yes, the Raider, you're absolutely right. The Stone Koala. Been wondering your thoughts on this when I heard the story. Yes, I've been holding back on my thoughts about this, and I try to hold back because I'm very passionate about what I do and teaching and stuff. So, but I would like to get onto a debate. Maybe. Hey, Junior, they should not penalize drivers for using escape ramps. But even if they do, NASCAR, are you going to kill people over that? Whatever the fine is. I mean, come on, man. He's like someone who shoots to the sky and ends up accidentally killing someone. Yes. I train new drivers now after 2 years of driving, still learning every day. Yes. Kendall, yeah, sorry, man. I'm sure he wasn't expecting for there to be traffic. How long are you driving for so far? How long are you driving so far? How long have you been driving so far? I've been driving over 10 years. A la primera que tenga suerte, un susto para la rampa que voy. That's guaranteed. Hey, Vic Med, I don't think the driver was thinking straight. That's why he missed all the signs. We are thinking because we have experience. Vic Med, I want to get on the debate with that. But if he wasn't thinking straight, do you think he was probably trained? Do you think he knew about those ramps? They said that he didn't get on the ramp because he didn't want to get the fine. He didn't want to pay the fine. So obviously he was thinking. Hay que tener el respeto a las montañas, especialmente en un 18-wheeler. Exacto. Junior, ¿cómo consigo una teacher pero vivo en Honduras? Hey, mi hermano. A ver. Let me see. I got other shirts. Ya vengo. Oh, my God. No, ahorita los puedo traer. Me trancaron la puerta. Yo pongo la página. En el enlace, en la descripción del video va a haber un enlace. Y yo lo voy a poner abajo también. Do you get triple pay for driving triple trailers? I don't know, man. Will they go back and interview his former trainer with incidents like this happen, bro? I got something to say about that, JM. I'm looking forward to starting CDL training, and I need a proper school or company to start my journey. Cool shade. Definitely go to a trucking school company that will give you training and on-the-job training and a job on top of that. Because if you go to a school, you're going to pay out of pocket thousands of dollars, and you still have to apply for a company, and you still have to get trained. So you might as well do it all in one. Thank you for all the videos. They help me a lot when it comes to training new drivers. Thank you, Salvador. They probably told him to say that in the court to clean it up. Vic Med. But if they told him that, why? So, this is why I said, if any of my students ever get into an accident that I knew could have been avoided, could have been prevented, was taught well, was properly trained, I'll be the first one to go to the media. I will go to the media myself and say, yes, he knew what he was doing. You know why? I trained you. And I trained you right. I'll be the first one to go to the media. I'm going to call CNN, CBS, ABC, Univision, Televisa, Galavisión. I'm going to call everybody. I'll be like, oh, yeah. You see, that was my student. I trained him. I trained him well. He knew what he was doing. He just chose not to do it. I promise you I would. I would. Oh, my God. Give me 1 second, guys. Somebody said you hear crickets. Yeah, I'm at home. Let me see. In a panic mode at his age, Vic Med, but if you get the proper training, it doesn't matter what age you are, you're gonna react to what is the safest thing to do, Vic. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong either, Vic. Don't get me wrong either. You should have a podcast. You're funny, bro. I would like to hear your thoughts on the other topics. You know, I would do that. I would do that in the podcast because I can express myself a little bit more without people actually seeing my face. Because if you guys see my face, it makes things worse. I love driving through mountains. Is there a special training to become a trainer besides just teaching what we know? Not, I don't know. His lawyers told him to say all that dumb stuff just to clean it up in court. Oh, man, thank you for all the information. Marlene says, have watched several of your videos about the start class in February. Appreciate that, Marlene. Does anyone know if it's proven that his truck was faulty? Because he looked like a guy who's never been on a downgrade. He took it like he wasn't in the car. Like he was in the car. Everything he did was some rookie stuff. And government wants to let 18-year-old drive semis. That's crazy. That is crazy. Merry Christmas and have a good time with your family. Yes. So let me show you guys. See, these are the shirts. I don't know if you can see them. So I got that. I got three myself. So I got the black one. I don't know. Can you see it? And obviously this one that I'm wearing now. So the original. So that is the original, guys. So yeah, man. I just started doing this, guys. The black truck. And then the blue truck. And then I got the white truck on right now. But yes. Black one is old. Yes. Can you suggest which company to start with? What I will say, Cool Shade TV, choose the company that best suits you for your needs and your wants. At the current time you're looking to get your CDL. Don't go where I work at. Don't go where Joe works at. Don't go where he works at. Don't go where he's telling you to go to. Not every company works for you. What works for this guy may not work for you, and vice versa. So always choose the company that's going to suit you for your needs and your wants. So, hey Vic Med, you want to go on a debate, man? I'll set it up to where I get on the StreamYard. What is it? The StreamYard, Streamlabs, whatever that thing. When I went down that hill, my training did not come into effect. What came into effect was survival mode for me, and maybe he wasn't trained right. That's what I'm saying, Vic. That's exactly what I'm saying. But if he wasn't trained right, he should know that. Junior, ¿me puedes dar tu teléfono para agregarte a WhatsApp? No, aquí no lo voy a dar el teléfono. Black is dope. White is cool too. Nice. Thank you, Marlene. Nice shirts. You have email? You have a small? Yeah. You got to go on the website. Get on the website. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video and in the comments. All right, guys? Go check it out. And as you can see, I got the white one. And it's got both. ¿Quién dijo miedo and who said fear? I mean, yeah. No, NBA never broke again. If they let 18-year-old drive semis, accidents, this will be common. Yes, on your nice shirts, 2 for 1. Junior, mira detrás de ti, fantasma. Yeah, right. So that 110 years, yes, it's probably for him, yes. Okay, Vic, let me, I'm going to go on here, guys. I'm going to end this. Let me go get my laptop. I'm going to get back on here. Will you sign a petition online for him? No. For what? What am I signing? JM, what am I signing? So, Vic Med, are you down for a debate, man? Talk about this. I mean, I'm willing to talk it with you because, you know, the experience you have. I've been trying to hold back the talking about this because, yeah, I'm very passionate about what I do. So, Junior, giving it to your raw. Yeah, bro, for real. And Eric's, again, I will do a podcast Oh, to let him free. Free for what? Free? Nah. Nah. Sorry, man. I'm not gonna sign nothing for that. Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna end this real quick. I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna get VigMed on here. I'm gonna talk about that, and anybody else that wants to come in and talk about that. All right. So, yeah, let me set it up. Give me a few minutes, and I'm gonna come back live. So if you guys are still on, we're gonna run it again. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember, you are the one responsible for what happens to you, what happens to everybody around you. Because if you're not properly trained, then speak up. Don't I say that? Speak up. Reach out to me or put me a comment, and I'll give you the emails. You know, I'm sure you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Facts. So guys, go check out my shirts. Get your sizes. They got all sizes. I even had some dude ask me they got 5XL. They do. 5XL. So, I'm not saying I'm an X and a 5XL, but I'm an XL. Don't get me wrong. But man, so he was asking me, do they have that size? I said, yeah, check it out, man, because that website has all these sizes. So they got sweaters, long sleeves, all that, kids and everything. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good night.